Welcome back to Cricket Safari here in Abu Dhabi. The Desert Vipers have done it. They were extraordinary with the bat, posting one of the highest opening partnerships in this season of the DP World ILT20. Fakhar Zaman, Andries Gous, we're going to hear so much about him tonight. The highest individual score in this tournament's history tonight here in Abu Dhabi to help book the Desert Vipers ticket straight to the final. They were brilliant with the ball in hand as well. They did a great job. My Emirates had very little answers for what they had to offer tonight here in Abu Dhabi. Captain Zam Curran, a very, very happy man, especially with his debutant tonight. So the Desert Vipers are flying high for the third time. They make the finals in this tournament. As you can see, there were some runs scored here tonight. And we're very excited. We're going to talk to one of the stars of the show very shortly. Dinesh Karthik wasn't Makram and the player of the match, and no doubt about it. Andries Gous, congratulations. What an innings. How quickly did you realise it was your night tonight?
Yeah, thank you. I'm probably after the first two balls of Romario Shepherd's over in the fourth one, I felt, okay, this could be a big night for us if we bat well. So, yeah, and then you just got to keep going.
You started really well in this tournament. You hurt your calf.
Yeah.
You've come back. How did you sort of keep momentum? Because sometimes when you have a couple of games off, is it hard to regain the momentum you had from earlier in the tournament?
Yeah, it's hard, but I think with the team that we have, they're very relaxed and they helped me through a lot. We did a lot of rehab on it, and then a lot of practice on the back end. So it was always the belief was always there that I'll be back in the same form as I was when I started.
Wasim, what did you make of this young man's innings? Because
very
it was
impressive.
Quite enjoyable to watch,
I was very disappointed when he got injured early on in the tournament. Always has been a very good player, technique-wise, temperament-wise, and today he showed. And they only scored 47 in first 6 overs, and I think you guys have realised, okay, this is a pitch we don't want to lose wicket in first 6 overs. Am I right? That was the plan?
Yeah, obviously me and Fakhar together haven't had the best start, so we just wanted to make sure that we set that platform, and then with the left-right combinations that we have, we can really take on both sides, especially with this massive wind that was blowing. So yeah, we just after the power play realised that we just got to kick on from here.
And wicket got even better when they were batting second. Although credit to all the bowlers, they bowled really well. Especially I think Naseem was good. Only conceded 20 runs, got a wicket, good variations from him, and of course the debutant Usman Tariq must have impressed you guys too.
Yeah, beautiful. And Naseem is a special man. He always delivers when the chips are hard against him. So I think he bowled brilliantly. And always when you're chasing a big score, when the opposition gets two really good overs, it just lifts that run rate so much. And then Usman Tariq, we've seen what he's done so far. It's really hard to pick, even for me, behind the stump. So I don't even know how the batters are struggling. So, yeah, he's also world-class.
DK, when you looked at Andries' innings tonight, the way he utilised conditions, particularly the wind, because there is quite a gust of wind that comes across the stadium, what impressed you most?
I think it's very sensible, and I want to ask you this actually. Was there a conscious effort to try and hit with the wind quite a bit? Because they were trying everything to stop you from doing that.
Yeah, I think after the power play, you basically realise, 14 overs, so you've got 7 overs with the wind, and then at the 10th over, I said to myself that we've got now 5 overs. If we can get in that 5 overs, if we can get 70 in that 5, then the rest of the time will be sorted. So it's important that, and then Fakhar on the other end with the left and right hand was just making it very easy for him as well. So,
and that's why Sam Curran came at number 3, left and right hand combination.
Yeah, correct. And he played unbelievable knock. He just from ball one, it was just so easy for him. So
you played some exceptional shot, but Sam Curran played that shot to a Yorker, kind of a Yorker. Second ball or third ball he played, he went straight for 6. That was something out of this world.
Yeah, I said to him, he's got a very good bat. It was unbelievable.
It was an emphatic way to end the innings, but to set it up, you talked about the platform that you laid. DK, Fakhar and him were superb, and obviously were working very well together. What did you notice about that partnership, and why do you think it worked so well?
What I liked is at the start they took their time, but when the time came where they had to pull the trigger, they did it quite nicely. It's one thing playing shots that you're good at, but another thing understanding what the conditions are, what the pitch is expecting you to do, do, and they reacted to it quite nicely. And in all fairness, I thought Mumbai Indians came in, rather MI Emirates came in with very good plans, but they were pretty much thwarted by what both Fakhar and Andries Gous did, because they were not only playing the field, they were playing the wind, and the fact that probably didn't have too much for the spinners aided them. But it takes a lot of courage to be able to play the first few overs quietly and then realize, all right, Romario Shepherd has come in, I've got wind blowing this way, let me start. And the moment they start, they never look back. They just kept going one after another.
And my Emirates just kept watching it sail all over the park. It was good stuff. Now, so for those who don't know much about Andries Gous, would you tell us a little bit about your journey to get here? Because you grew up in South Africa, you've made the move, you play for the USA now, and now you're here at the DP World ILT20. Tell us a bit more about it.
Yeah, it's been an interesting journey. Probably almost 5 years ago now that I've made the move to the States, and my life has basically changed a lot since that move. But yeah, we've been very blessed with what we've had back in the USA, and then all the leagues that I'm playing currently. It's been really special.
It has, and it's been special to watch because you've come to the DP World ILT20 before, and the growth has been sensational, hasn't it, Was?
Absolutely. I've seen him I think when he started playing for America World Cup a couple of years ago. And I think I saw him before that in some league somewhere, and we got all impressed by his technique. And of course, playing cricket in South Africa also helped his technique and everything. And today, if you see the shots he played, proper cricketing shot, there wasn't any slog. Everything was from the meat of the bat, middle of the bat, with the wind, running between the wickets. So a very talented individual. He's got a very bright future ahead of him.
He certainly does. But your job's not done here yet. You booked your ticket to the final, and this is not something that the Vipers aren't used to getting the finals. But do you think this is the team to go one further?
We hope so, right? I don't think it's going to be easy. Mumbai or whoever is going to, MIE, who's ever going to be in that final, they're all world class. So we can't just expect to rock up there and get the trophy. So we'll have to play really good cricket again. But I do believe we've got the cricketers in our team to step up when it matters, and to hopefully go with one step further this year and get the trophy.
Absolutely, DK. You'd have to probably agree with those sentiments. They do look the team to go ahead and do it. They have been the form team of this tournament.
Oh yeah, I think he's been very modest, to be honest. I think they've played wonderful cricket. They've been the most dominating team. This is a 9th match that they've won out of the 11 games that they've played. Shows you how well they've played, not just in 1 or 2 games, but across the tournament. And that confidence is going to keep them in good stead, because it's not one person who's done well. They've got a few performers across skill sets, and that's definitely helpful in a tournament like this. In a final, you expect a good game. Now, come on, another good team is going to land up there in the finals, but you have to back Desert Vipers by the quality of cricket they're playing right now.
And probably it'll be a little different pitch than here in Dubai.
Yeah, I mean, you never know. There's been some really good wickets in Dubai, so hopefully we can get one of them on the 4th.
Yeah, I think if it's a good flat deck, you have a chance, good chance, because your team is better team as far as playing 11 concerned, in my opinion.
Well, it's very exciting. We're not far away, but you now get a break because you've won. You go straight to the final. You get about 5 days off. You get to bring in 2026, which is frightening because I've only just remembered that it's 2025 when I write the date down. So we're into 2026. What do the New Year's plans look like for the Desert Vipers?
Yeah, I think there will be a few rounds of golf being played, especially if there's a few boys that love their golf. So, yeah, hopefully, and then just probably have 1 or 2 practice sessions, then get ready for the big day. Get
ready for the big dance. Well, thank you so much for coming over and talking to us. You're probably knackered. Go, rest up, have a cup of tea and a lie down. Get ready for that final. Congratulations on your performance tonight.
Thanks,
You're
Laura.
Brilliant. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. We'll let you go. Peter's going to take care of you there. He's a beautiful man. And I'm going to talk to these boys about what happens next for MIE Emirates, because all is not lost for them. Although you want to book your ticket as soon as you possibly can to the final, they do get another crack at it, DK. A few cracks there tonight for them, or were the Vipers just too good?
A bit of both. I think they have definitely earned the right to be second in this group, and that gives you the advantage of having an extra game. And the whole point of doing well in the league stages is to make sure you either 1 or 2, so you try and have another crack, which they will in a few days' time. But today, yes, they were outplayed by Desert Vipers, be it with the bat, be it with the ball, and on the field as well. And that tends to happen. You know, when it's a day for another team and they come out all guns blazing, you got to doff your hat and say, well done, and that's exactly what Desert Vipers did.
And now the big question is how MIE Emirates can come back into this tournament, because it is difficult to rise yourself up. They have to win 2 games on a trot now to win this cup. So yeah, they're professionals. They probably will be ready. But again, it'll be a hard ask.
It certainly will. And momentum, that's what it's all about in tournament play, especially when you come to this part of the tournament. Fakhar Zaman has not had the best tournaments that you're used to, and I'll ask you about him because I know you've watched a lot of him play. His performance tonight, is that worrying signs for whoever takes on the Vipers in the final?
I think so. He's a match winner. We all know in this any format, white ball, red ball, especially white ball cricket and T20 format. He's got his 50. He struggled a bit early on. They took their time. The plan was there. But once he was in, he got runs. He got his first 50 as well of this season. And look at the shots he played. So he is one of those players. If he clicks for you, he'll win you the game on his own. So very dangerous player.
What does it say about him as a batsman as you watch him work it out while keeping your wicket? You're out here in the middle. You know, when a batsman comes out, they just take their time to figure themselves out and they come away with 69, a great partnership, and they help propel their team to victory.
I think he's known as someone who takes on the bowlers from ball one, but in this tournament he's played on some tough pitches and he's tried to do that, be very aggressive early on, and he's lost his wicket a few times. So today he made the conscious effort to probably take a few balls at the start. We all know how well he hits on the leg side. Today he was challenged on hitting on the offside, which he managed to do because he was set. Now that's a sign of a player who is willing to adapt depending on the conditions. I thought he used his top part of his head very nicely, because in a game like this, it's all about understanding and absorbing pressure. Yes, he's been wanting runs, but there is a certain way to get it in a big game. And he applied himself and said, okay, if I take a few balls, then I can get going. And he did that. Once he get going, just like what Wasim Bhai said, he's one of those batters who has shots that not a lot of other batters have, to be fair, and the power and the swing. So it was quite nice to see him do so well, which was well complimented by Andries Gous as well.
Absolutely it was. Well, let's find out more about the man.
अच्छा शुरू हो गया है नाश्ते में यार जब घर पे करते हैं वो तो सीधा साधा करते हैं ना बस वही पराठा और अंडा यहाँ पे पोस्ट एग्स खाए हैं आपके भाई ने पोरेज खाया है
माय गॉड
फ्रेश फ्रूट्स खाए हैं
माशाल्लाह
ABC जूस पिया है अगर मैं ओपन करता हूं तो मेरा प्लान ये होता है कि मैं थोड़ा सा कंडीशंस को देखूं कि विकेट पे क्या हो रहा है मेरा फेवरेट पार्ट तो फिर 4-5 ओवर बाद शुरू होता है 4-5 ओवर में ये है कि स्विंग भी कम हो जाता है और आपको विकेट का आइडिया भी हो जाता है देखिए आप टाइम के साथ साथ सीखते हैं एज अ क्रिकेटर जो है ना क्रिकेट में आपको पता है कि आप सक्सेस भी देखते हैं फेलियर्स भी आते रहते हैं तो बैट और बॉल से तो आप जो ऐड कर सकते हैं वो तो आप कर सकते हैं लेकिन एज ए सीनियर प्लेयर मैं समझता हूँ कि जो मैं अपने एक्सपीरियंस से इस टीम में ऐड कर सकता हूँ वो भी मैं करूँ
एक लाइन में अगर बोलें तो आप टीम में बड़े भाई का रोल अदा कर रहे हैं
बड़े भाई का नहीं दरमियाने भाई का बीच वाले का मैं ऑफ स्पिनर पे बहुत फंसता था क्या हुआ कि मैंने उस पर बहुत ज़्यादा काम किया जैसे मैं टांग रख के चक्का मार लेता हूँ डाउन द विकेट सामने मार लेता हूँ तो क्या हुआ कि टाइम के साथ साथ ऑफ स्पिनर पे मेरा सक्सेस रेट ज़्यादा हुआ लेफ्ट ऑफ स्पिनर पे कम हुआ है ये अभी की बात नहीं है ये जो भी देख रहे हैं ये अभी की बात मैं नहीं कर रहा नहीं है कि ये सीन मेरे साथ हुआ था
जबरदस्त एंड डोंट वरी हम आपका ये वीडियो दूसरी टीम्स को
नहीं चलाएं कोई मसला नहीं मैं तो चाहता हूँ कि लेफ्ट आर्म स्पिनर लगा दें अभी जैसे ये टूर्नामेंट है तो मेरा पूरा फोकस इस पे है और जैसे करीब इसके T20 वर्ल्ड कप है यहाँ तक मेरी सोच है मैं ज़्यादा सोच नहीं रहा क्योंकि आप जब ज़्यादा सोचते हैं तो वो चीज़ें होती भी नहीं हैं आगे देखेंगे तो अगर किस्मत ने साथ दिया तो हो सकता है 8-10 साल और भी खेल लें और अगर कुछ नहीं बना तो हो सकता है 2 साल बाद जो है ना आपके साथ इधर ही मैनेजमेंट में आ जाए होने दे हल्ला
Oh yeah, Hala. And he was great tonight with bat in hand. Interested to know he's a big porridge guy. What's your go-to breakfast, DK?
Well, that came out of nowhere. Avocado on toast. I just had to make that up, didn't
Very
I?
posh of you,
is
DK.
lovely. It's very
posh of you.
Very posh. No, actually, I should say dosa sambar or something. That suits my personality better.
Waz, I should ask you too. What's your
Yeah,
breakfast choice?
I had egg Benedict today with smoked salmon.
That's very
Today.
Look
I'm
at
gonna
who's
come out
talking
to
about
breakfast
posh.
with you.
Usually I go for paratha and fried eggs, like Fakhar said. When I'm in Karachi, a little paratha. Paratha is a fried bread, little fried bread, yummy, and 2 fried eggs.
Okay, boys, if you could take me out for breakfast every once in a while, I'd like to try these things with you. Let's find out about our winners tonight. So our bumper winner, of course, is Nidhi Jain. Congratulations to you on winning. What a great prize. And then, of course, it's time to announce the winner of the Vizzy Smart TV Presents Jalwal Dikar in Ampal contest from the previous match. So a huge congratulations to all of the names that you can see here on your screen for showing amazing Jalwal and winning exciting rewards from Vizzy Smart TV, a smart TV that has it all, the youth entertainment brand. Don't miss your chance in the next match because Vizzy Smart TV, Jalwal Dikar in Ampal. Okay, we're going to take a short break here in Abu Dhabi, and when we come back, we'll break down what else is coming up in the DP World ILT20 as we edge that much closer to the final. Welcome back to Cricket Safari. A huge win tonight by the Desert Vipers to book their seat in the final, the third time in the DP World ILT20. A big win by 45 runs against MIE Emirates. Some huge scores when it came to their batting and some great stuff with their bowling, which we are going to get into in just a minute. I've got DK, I've got Wasim still alongside me here in Abu Dhabi, and it's kind of fresh out here, boys.
Beautiful.
It's lovely, isn't it? It feels like I'm back home in New Zealand. So let's talk about the bowling. We've discussed at length the batting. Usman Tariq, he was brilliant tonight. On debut, he made an impact straight away. Great signing. Was, talk us through just him as a bowler.
Look, I saw him in PSL, I think, a couple last year or year before. And then, of course, before that, we have a local league. That's where he got some wickets and everybody knew who this guy was. He's got different variation in his bowling and he's experienced as well. You know, he's been playing cricket for a long time. And look at that. That's the what you call it, the carom ball that goes away from the right hander. With same action, he does the off break as well. And then of course he's got just one more delivery. He bowls it with the same action but a googly style. So all, you know, especially on a flat dike like this, it's difficult to hit him. And he even said himself, these are the ball on the left is the googly with the same action that comes into the right hander. Then the carom ball that he's got out, Pollard, that goes away from the right hander, and that's a lower arm ball. That's an off break as well. Look at the fingers, the release of the ball and where the hands are. And let's go to the lower arm action. Why it's lower arm, we'll just clear it to you. His arm goes sideways, slingy style, and that is a googly too, the way it's coming out. So yeah, it's difficult to read. I mean, in slow motion you can read it, DK. You can tell me as a batter how difficult it is for a batter to read, especially if the thing isn't happening so fast.
First up, credit to him, because to be able to bowl with absolutely no momentum tells you what sort of strength his
and no
body
follow
has.
through.
Even better. I mean, he basically defies everything that a coach would teach you as a bowler. Let's start there and then move on from there talking about his skills. For a start, very refreshing, because you're so used to seeing run-of-the-mill kind of spinners who run through the crease and etc, etc. He's rather broken every norm out there, and he's landing it quite consistently. And then the variations that Wasim Bhai just spoke about, the fact that he has a googly, a carom ball, and then he has one that he releases pretty low arm, as they call it. But what's very impressive is no matter what he does, he's got a very consistent length that he works with. And the fact that he gives nothing in terms of body or pace, the batter has to create everything possible for him to hit a big shot. And that's why you see some of the most powerful hitters. Tom Banton has a beautiful bat swing, was batting really nicely, mistimed one. Kyron Pollard, I don't need to talk about him, how much power he's got. He couldn't clear. So he's got skills, he's highly impressive in terms of length, and man, what an action he's got. Very,
he's a
very
character.
interesting.
After the game, he came to me and said hi to me. I said salam to him, obviously. He said, Wasim Bhai is such a flat wicket, even I could have gone at a 50. I said, no, that's a bit too much. Come on, Usman. But yes, if I was, deciding the man of the match, I would have given it to you as well, because it is a difficult wicket to bowl. A flat deck and then getting the big names out on a ground like this is a big deal. So good, perfect start. And like we said, Great signing.
Yeah, 3 wickets on your debut for your team in the DP World ILT20. It's a pretty good day at the office. So the Vipers have booked their ticket to the final of the DP World ILT20 for the 3rd time in this competition. We've got our eliminator final coming up for you on the 1st of January 2026. How long will that take us to remember that when we write the date down? But this is an interesting matchup, and I'm not sure I know who's going to win it, DK. Do you?
Well, I don't know, but if you ask me to pick, I'd probably pick ADKR.
Is that because of the momentum that we've seen them gather in the last part of this tournament?
A little bit of that, and the fact that they have a good bowling. Sunil Narayan being there, Andre Russell. These are names.
Piyush
Chawla was bowled wonderfully well, and just the fact that I've played recently for Knight Riders, so maybe that bias.
Absolutely, it was for you. The Capitals, how are the Capitals feeling in all this? Because they've had a time of it here at the DP World ILT20 when they are defending their title.
They are. They're good side. They're good players in there. They're match winners in there. Again, depends on the pitch, depends on the toss. It all depends, because I think Dubai pitch won't be like this.
No.
It'll be a little harder, and that's a knockout game. Today, teams have a chance to reach for the final again, but the next day after game, Capitals and Knight Riders, it's a knockout game. So the team who will hold the pressure, they will qualify.
Absolutely. I want to talk about Salam Keel as a batter and what he presents to this tournament right now at this current stage.
Good question. I didn't play him, but he's very impressive. He can spin the ball away from the right-hander quite nicely. Very unique run-up, if I might say so. For a spinner, he runs from a very far distance. So you're just standing there in your stance, and he keeps coming at you, and it takes about a couple of minutes before he reaches you. But I can tell you, he's got this uncanny knack of picking up wickets. It might not look the most best deliveries, but he finds a way to get wickets, and he's been extremely impressive for Dubai Capitals, because one of the reasons why they've been so good in this tournament is because of the wickets he's taken in the middle, which has been very helpful on pitches, which has actually helped the fast bowlers quite a bit. He's been able to come in and pick up a few wickets.
That's the thing, it's finding a way, isn't it, Wasim? Especially at this time. And does it help spur your team on when you've got players out there like Salam Keel finding a way?
Yeah, and he finds the way on regular basis. He gets wickets in the most important overs, the mid overs. That's where teams are either going for big runs, and he comes in, he bowls his variations, the googly, the flipper, the leg break, and like DK said, he's got the knack of getting wickets at the right time. So he's the main player on that day after.
All right, just quickly, who do I want to take on? Of the two teams, Capitals or ADKR?
To be honest, I don't think MI would fear anyone because of how well they have played. Yes, they've had a bad game today, but they won 5 before this on the trot. So they'll back themselves to beat anyone. But if they want a team, I think they'd prefer Dubai Capitals.
All right, OK. Well, it's all on here at the DP World ILT20. We're at finals time. It is exciting. Join us on the 1st. And then don't forget the finals coming up. And the Vipers will star in it once again. See you soon.